I mean, what can the average citizen do? Like the whole Congress, the entire military industrial complex, like they don't care what the populace says or wants, they're going to just keep doing what they do. So that we can say, no, I'm not in favor of that, but it doesn't matter. And even the so-called politicians that are like supposed to be anti-establishment, look at all those Republicans that were, you know, complaining about expenditures in Ukraine. Why are we doing this? But the minute something happens to Israel, we got to stand in solidarity with them.
Exactly. Exactly. It's very revealing. I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene just posing for pictures with code pink last week, and people defending her, including Jimmy, who I'm not throwing him under the bus when I say that, but you know, and other leftists pointing out Code Pink's hypocrisy in then distancing themselves from this photo moment with Marjorie Taylor Greene. But now she's coming out, yeah, all guns blazing in support of Israel. So it's a pity.
Well,
It's a
Matt
pity that
Matt Matt Gaetz too, right? Matt Gaetz too, who is championed for his criticisms of McCarthy, and actually that they had a good strategy, right? It's what the so-called squad should have done with Pelosi. It worked.
mhm,
It actually worked, right? And they proved
right.
that. But then when it's Israel, well, he's just as shitty as everyone else. And more disappointing perhaps is the reaction of RFK Jr. I mean, what on earth? Like, it's not surprising now because he's been making ridiculous statements for months now, starting with the time he removed or he deleted his tweet in support of Roger Waters. Remember that?
Yeah.
Several, I don't know when that was, several months ago now, right? And then he says, "Oh well, I meant I found his take on mandates and his criticism of the Ukraine situation. I thought that was laudable, but then I found out he was an anti-Semite. That was already a huge red flag. And now he's like more bloodthirsty than the worst neocon. Like he wants to increase spending. Like he wants to send more aid to Israel. It's like, I don't think you've thought this through,
It's
Bobby.
funny you mentioned this because as you were speaking, or just before you brought up RFK, I was going to mention how Kucinich has actually just left. He's been replaced on the campaign. And, I
I
used
didn't
to
know
love Dennis
that.
Kucinich. Yeah. And, but Kucinich has always been an advocate of Palestine, and he's a well known pacifist. So it's not a huge
He
shock,
just
but it's
left, or he was
he was
removed.
replaced. He was replaced. I don't know if it was by mutual consent. I don't know you know, who directed that shift, but now he's been replaced by a family member, I guess.
Oh
I mean,
my, that's
an
interesting.
RFK. Yeah, this is.
I wonder what his take will be on it now. Like, I'd like to hear his side of the story. What happened? Why did he leave? Was it about this issue specifically? It very likely was.